I'm not a part of this club. Y'all not gonna manipulate me. All four of y'all not gonna stand in front of this me and make me feel like I have to join this club, because I'm not. Thank you for the tea. Thank you for the cupcakes. I'm out. What's up, my beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome. Thank you for tuning in with me today. Today we're getting into Doki Doki Literature Club. Like I said, once I'm done with Thimbleweed, which I am done, definitely check it out. The whole series is up. You can watch it, enjoy it. But yeah, we're about to start Doki Doki. I'm excited. I'm not unfamiliar with Doki Doki, but I'm not gonna lie. When I would watch this, quotation marks around it, it would really be background noise. I don't know what goes on in this game. I don't know what's happening. I just know it's four girls. I don't know if it's a guy or a girl that we play as, but we play as somebody and they have a literature club. That's all I got for you. And things get disturbing and crazy, but I never played this myself and I don't know what is going on. So I want to actually play it and play it in a way where I'm paying attention and actually get the storyline and all that good stuff. So let's just get into it. Y'all already know what to do. Water on deck. I need to actually drink it because y'all hear my voice. I just got done recording another video. Y'all grab y'all snacks, y'all grab your blanket, all that. And I also want to record this more when it start getting darker outside. The sun is starting to get ready to drop. So this is a horror game, so I had to get my other headphones out for this. But yeah, we're about to get into it. I already told y'all what to do, the whole spiel. Let's get this game started. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warning, please visit all the warnings. Okay, so as y'all can see, we get into some serious stuff. So if this affects you in any way, shape, or form, you have been warned in advance. Please do not watch this video if you feel like this what makes you feel any type of way. I have plenty of other content you can check out. It's okay if you skip this one. It's okay. Let's get into it. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? So when I click agree, that means you click and agree too. I'm giving you a moment to click off the video. Go to a different one. Still here? You handle it? All right now. And if you under 13, you watching this, I'm gonna tell your mama. I'm gonna tell your mama. I'm gonna tell you better stop. Okay, let's get into this game. Okay, I agree. We agree. Okay. This game is not suitable for children. Wait a minute. That was cute. How you do? With your short skirt on, boo? We in school. We're reading in a club. What we call it, Doki Doki Literature. Oh my. Okay, let's start the game. Oh, enter your name. We're gonna just call me Ty. Okay, I hope I don't regret that. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Oh yeah, and you're not gonna get me late for school too. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. I was, sweetheart, I was. That's mean, Ty. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Yeah, because we're not a couple. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with students making their daily commute. By the way, Ty, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any club. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. See, that's why you need to pay attention, because you can be agreeing to nonsense and foolishness if you just letting people talk, yappity yap, and then next thing you know, you got plans for next week Friday when your goal was to stay in the house. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while sleeping, or average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Nah, because you can't even get up on time. Like, why would I trust you? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise you would try a little? Didn't I just say that? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall and looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with an anime club. Okay, that's cool. Cause I was gonna say drama club. The theater in me was like, go to the theater club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. Oh, okay, I just thought maybe it was just like that. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't have to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. I mean, you wait up for her. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah. There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. I like reading, but when I think of literature versus just reading, even though literature is reading, I feel like a lot of literature-based stuff focus more like Shakespeare and, the olden times type of stuff. It's like, I want to read, but I want to read things that's interesting to me. You get what I'm saying? So like a book club is more my space, even though literature and books is saying, shut up, let me just play the game. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Girl, you told me to join the club and that's what I'm doing. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. See, that's your problem. You lied. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. Exactly. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning at it as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake. That's me for real. Okay. Yeah, let's go. I'm there for the cupcakes. Remember that. And thus, today marked the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Why is Sayori talking to me to these people I don't know? Seriously, you brought a boy? I'm a girl. I'm a girl. Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Ty, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki? The girls... Oh wait, I thought this whole time the pink-haired girl was Sayori. I didn't even peek that was somebody else. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can't just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Where you come from? She said something to me when we was on the lineup. I don't remember that. That's right. It's great to see you again, Ty. Monica smiles sweetly. Refresh my memory, where do I know you from? We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Ah, got it. Thank you. We're here together game. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. Though, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Ty. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Yeah, make everything so I can eat up and go. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and a little piece of chocolate were used to make ears. Aw, so cute! I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. What you do to my cupcake? What you do to it? Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you. You know, you dummy. Oh, girl, relax. Chill on me. I just was... All right. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? A tea with a blanket and don't let it be raining outside or a gloomy day. Now you're speaking my language. Who's this? Yuri? Girl, you know how to talk to me. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. She did. She impressed me. Be quiet, Monica. Know your place. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. Yuri, don't feel ashamed. Admit that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. I see Monica gonna be a problem. She thinks she's the popular girl and whatnot. Get up out the club, you're gonna be ugly, okay? You're gonna be ugly, get out the club. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was forced here. I came here for the cupcakes and now the tea, but I wasn't planning on staying, so I was just doing my friend a solid. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. I'm telling her. If you give me the option, I'm telling. Well, okay, you better be lucky. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if you encourage others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica's really a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it takes some school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to just find these three. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Ty, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way to answer that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Nasuki's head suddenly perks up. It's like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Okay, Yuri, don't be trying to manipulate me. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books and not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. That's what I like. I like me some horror, mystery. I like sci-fi. Basically, like I said, I like my movies. If you watch any of my movie compilations, you already know I talk about this often. I read a horror book once. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I could relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Nasuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Nasuki, do you got a crush on me? Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Nasuki? What? What gives you that idea? Relax, Nasuki be a punk. You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give it that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori saddles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing makes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Don't come at her! I guess it's the same for you, Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. Well, we all sit in a silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea. Everyone? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home, write a poem of our own, then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Ty? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. I'm not a part of this club. Y'all not gonna manipulate me. All four of y'all not gonna stand in front of me and make me feel like I have to join this club, because I'm not. Thank you for the tea. Thank you for the cupcakes. I'm out. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back on the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Thank you, because I keep... Child, I never said. Sayori, explain to them. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. Now everybody looking sad at me. Don't you do it, because she looking at me like disgusted, almost in a way, judgmental. She's looking all distraught. She's like, oh, and she's looking sad. All four girls stared at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... Hi. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? By easily just saying no. By looking at them being like, no. What is if writing poems is price? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join a literature club. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way you just joined the club because you felt sorry for them looking sad and whatnot. One by one, the girls' eyes lighten up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcake, I would have been super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club, I said Monika. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment? Write a poem to bring the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Ty, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah, exactly. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Ty, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! 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 With that, the two of us depart the club room, make our way home. I don't know where to put my mouse. She's just like there. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. See, he's over here trying to be a ladies' man, needs to be focusing on the task at hand, which is reading. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Can I help you write it for real? Or is it gonna be like, it's time to write a poem, yay! Pick words you think your favorite club member would like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Wait a minute, is this like a dating simulator in a way? Hold on, because I really don't know them like that. I don't really know who I'm feeling like that. If I was to put myself in a guy's like shoe perspective, I think I like Yuri more, the purple haired girl. Sayori, I feel like she's my friend, so I don't want to aim anything at her. Monica, I feel like she's too full of herself. I feel like she thinks she's better than everybody else. I don't got time for that. And Natsuki, she's being very much like nasty. She's like so nasty, so rude. Like what? It's like she's being very defensive. Like she wants to be a lover girl for real, but at the same time she got her guard up. And I don't got time for that too. Give me Yuri. She's very straightforward. Let me write my poem for Yuri. Can I get it like a start off? Like how it's gonna start? I guess I'll say ambient. The feet. I don't even know where I'm going with my poem because like, oh, treasure, because she's like fantasy type stuff. Horror. Oh wait, it's like the words I click is gonna have them jump. Or not, they moving regardless. Okay. Let's say love. Okay. Aura. Okay. It is like they're jumping when I pick words. Let's do raindrops. Okay. Peace, explode, hopeless, hope, hurt, special, meet your dream. Ooh, electricity. Okay, I don't know. I'm not intentionally trying to get her for real. Like, I don't know what words stand out for each person. Ooh, let's do nature. Okay, that went for her. Did I have anything for Natsuki? Okay, let's do sunset. Okay. Let's do anger. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know where. Do strawberry. Ooh, heartbeat, fickle, playground journey, breathe, whirlwind, rain cloud, awesome, spinning universe. Rain cloud. Ooh, kiss. Calm. I think I like out of all these words, calm. Let's do determination, dark. Because we are doing like a horror. Imagination was stood out to me first. I'm gonna go there. Infernal, infallible, question, misery, amazing, uncanny, skirt, intellectual, loud, bliss. When I see uncanny, I think uncanny Annie. Let's do uncanny, I guess. Oh, let's do kawaii, because I'm still like with anime. Let's do there. Ooh, there's the name of the game, Doki Doki. Should I just click it because that's the name of the game? What is Doki Doki? I'm gonna click it. Can I read my poem? Because I don't know what I put. I'll just click your words for real. Hi again, Ty. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Not yet. Keep bringing cupcakes and tea. Then you got me. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I had at least to keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Ty. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on. Like, he deserved any slack. Like, you already told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. I surely did, and what you gonna do about it, Natsuki? What you gonna do? And last year, too. And I didn't. So what's the problem? I don't know. If you plan to come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Girl, get out of my face. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in a club room. Exactly. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Well, mind your business, that's all. Nobody told you to come over here. This was an A and B conversation. You came in over here being in our business. Don't worry, guys. Ty always gives his best as long as he's having fun. I kind of wish I never named him Ty. If I would have known it was a guy, I would have named him a guy name. Ty is a guy name, but the way I spelled it, my way, it was meant to be me. He keeps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room? How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. But come now, Yuri. How come? You and Ty can be good friends too. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Well, but wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it really is not. Did she bring me a book? Did you bring me a book? You heard what I like and you said, let me give Shorty a book? I'm honored. What did I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Can I read my poem? I brought me a poem. Can I read it? Can we do what this club is called? Literature? Can we literature it up? Is that so? Yeah. I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches to her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you want to. This is How's This Girl Accidentally Being So Cute? She even picked out a book she think I'll like, despite me not reading much. I mean, is it a horror book? Because you just got me any old book. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expressions, like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. She's looking for a manga. She want to give me a manga now. Because Yuri gave me a manga, she's feeling jealous. That's all. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book. I could read the book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give it up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. Exactly. Because if you want to say book club, that sounds more like less intimidating. Like I said, when I hear the word literature, I'm thinking like Shakespeare. I'm thinking like The Great Gatsby. I'm thinking like those books the teachers give you to read, and you gotta like give them a book report, a 5-page essay on why this and that it did that and then the other. When I think of a book, I'm just like something chill. You know what I mean? That's what I meant earlier. I didn't want to sound like I'm a dummy. But it's not like that at all, We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't sound like the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody would come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, And after they come, we can do things to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food would do the trick? It did me. It did the trick to me. What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Why y'all ain't bring no snacks today? Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. Okay, are we gonna read our poem? I stayed up all night working on my poem and no one wants to hear it. I'm gonna be patient. Maybe towards the end. Maybe we'll read our poem towards the end. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. Nobody better not be close up in my face so I got my eyes closed, pondering about life. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Girl, back up. I knew it. I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? I stayed up late to write this poem that y'all have yet to let me read. Let me read. Let the boy read. Now that you're in a club, you're going to have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. I was literally just about to say that. If y'all saw my eyes go up, that's why I said it. But I was like, let me not be mean to her. She's been being a sweetheart. But literally, how are you looking out for me when you have not been looking out for yourself? I tell you to clean your room. You almost took out your house on fire. You wake up late for school. The math ain't mathing. Anyway, you're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. Benefit of what doubt? I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How's it written all over me? Oh, girl, bye. You were clearly in a rush this morning. Oh, look, is that her shirt all crinkled up? Look at your hair. It's sticking out all around here. I can't tell any difference. Ah! I run the fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need to brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look at your bow. It isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right there. Or right here, where at? Look at not me thinking they animated it in for real. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger, but nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. You meanie. Or hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? What they got to do with a boyfriend? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you will change your mind. What is this angle? Look at her feet. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking about how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. But don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Girl, don't expose no tatas. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the bottom near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Goodbye, Sayori. Just don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so it doesn't feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that. But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazers once more. Well, that'd be great. Leave her alone. Whew. That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And You take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So what you hinting at? You trying to make me your man? What's even crazy is like if you get a boyfriend that actually likes you and actually cater to you the way you would like to cater to, then you will get the same treatment regardless. Anyway, so that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. But I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Thank you. Yay! Tai, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poem. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. I get to read I get to pick. Who should I show my poem to first? I scratched myself. Okay. I feel like Sayori would be safe because that's my bestie. And I feel like she would be honest with me. But then at the same time, it's like the whole point of a club is we're all going to be sharing this. But it said, who should I show my poem to first? So everyone is going to be able to see it. So I'm going to just say to Sayori first. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Yeah, that makes more sense. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Tai. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why, because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez, I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Tai poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I could feel you feeling it. I could feel your feelings in it. There we go. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. So you're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Tai. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all, yeah, I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That would be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that, then. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, let's see about that. Okay. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Okay. Hey, Yori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah, I did mean I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It just sounds like you. Right, really. Yeah, especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Oh, yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Okay, I get to read someone else's poem? Ooh, oh, I can show everyone? Okay, cool. Let's do Yuri next. Yuri stares at my poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So is that bad? No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most important noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it will all come with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. No, you tell me to see. Gossip. What's up with Natsuki? I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if there's a rare opportunity for her. So I want to know if I would have picked words that all like coincided together, what her advice would have been. Like if I would have stuck with like a darker theme and like chose like more darker words, would it have been like she wouldn't have noticed that I was a new writer type of thing, or is that just how the game goes? I don't know. Yuri smiles dreamily. Okay, I read that. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Okay, Ghost Under the Light. Oh, she went horror. Okay. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. Yeah, the last remaining streetlights have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, home breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker it back. Okay. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Girl, this is my first time in a literature club. Relax. I'm just trying to comprehend what I just read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Tai. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experience in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more soul in putting it that way. I haven't even thought about that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think about it. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay, so we're gonna read everyone else's poem, and then I think I'm gonna wrap it up after this part. Okay, let's do Monica next. Let's do Monica, and then we're gonna save Natsuki for last. Hi, Ty. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off with just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Ty. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Ah, well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in a different way, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. Indeed. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotion, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid of experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kind of styles, but I always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. She clocking my tea. She's like, don't be picking words that you trying to get. I really wasn't. I was just trying to pick words. They both laughing. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Yeah, let me read it. Oh, why is yours so long, girl? Why you got a scroll bar? Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Ooh, that's interesting. What they do at the poetry slam? Snaps? Yeah. That one at the end, that's a good two. What's those two word horizontal things? I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Oh, I like that. So, what do you think? It's very freeform. Is that what you call it? Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Good advice. Any writers out there? There go you some advice, I agree with her. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Solid advice. I like that. Thanks for listening. I was about to say I can't listen to Nasuki poem. I thought she closed the footage out. Who shall listen to? Obviously the last person. Here she go. Already looking like how she looking. Well, it's about how I expected for someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? Do you want to get punched? I forgot I'm playing as a boy. There's gonna be a brawl out in the classroom. I'm gonna get canceled. Can I read my poem? I would like to see what I put. I'll pass. Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek. Cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. What is this Dr. Seuss mess you done gave me, girl? Girl, this is like something I'll read from a child book. You did a good job, Nasuki. Yeah. I told you they weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even think about my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? You right, my bad. I did kind of judge. My bad. There's adult poets that write towards kids. So I can't shame you. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice things about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Okay, so right now we're learning about everyone's writing style. And I feel like that's going to coincide the next time I write something to make it aim towards that person. And I know I'm going to forget everyone's writing style because I already forgot. We got Freeform. She's like a simple writer. Yuri and Sayori, I forgot theirs. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then it made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. I saw that she did that too. So you did. I guess more went into than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Nasuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay, we about to go home because I'm hungry. Whew. Y'all didn't bring no snacks, nothing. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Nasuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Nasuki eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you just say something? Oh, it's nothing. Nasuki dismissively returns the poem to her desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss a symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Ty did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Nah. And Tai liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Nasuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're sensitive as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Tai appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? Hey, ladies. Don't fight over little old me. Don't fight over little old me. I'll tell you the truth. I just want cupcakes. No, if I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everything... Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew. What does that have to do with anything, baby? Nasuki, you lost the plot. Magically grew a size bigger as soon as Tai started showing up. Oh, okay. I thought you were just randomly throwing out facts. Nasuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as they just noticed I was standing there. Hi. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out of the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Tai. Listen, I ain't picking a side. Well, wait. There's a reason we have so many deep, expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Tai? I mean, I understand both points, but... Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Help me, Sayori! That's what I'm going with. But, like, I get both perspectives. Like, Yuri is just like, you don't need to be all complicated and all that. And Nasuki's like, you need to be deep sometimes. So I agree with both, depending on, like, your writing style. And clearly they both have two different writing styles. So help me, Sayori. And Nasuki glares at me, drawing up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. The Yuri expression is so defenseless that I can bring myself to say anything to her. Yeah, so Sayori and Monica, y'all handle this. Y'all president and vice president. Sayori, yeah? Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Tai? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings to our conflict. I mean, when I said help me, Sayori, I meant as in Sayori, come handle the situation, not deflect. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what's a stuck-up jerk she's being, she would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody stop! Nasuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Nasuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Nasuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Girl empowerment. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with bewildered expression. I'll mix a tea. Yuri rushes off. Nasuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president? I whispered to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. No, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori's amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. So it seems like he's leaning more into liking Monica himself. It's like, forget what I said. He wants Monica. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How do you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Hi, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Hi? Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It's truly been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori? About what happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Asuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Yeah. You know, Tai, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in this club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is making me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Oh lord. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Okay, can I save here? Okay, so this is where we're gonna leave it at. We're gonna leave it on coming back to write a poem. Okay, so that's where we're gonna leave it. We're gonna get back into the game and then we're going to write our poem and all that. Right now, it's still very chill. I like it. Like I said, it feels more like a dating simulator at the moment. Right now, I don't really have any really expectations of anyone because I don't know, like I'm not, honestly, none of them are, to me, I like Yuri the most only because she like horror. But like Sayori, I just view her as a friend, so I don't even want to try to talk to her on that level, to be 100% honest. And then when it comes to Monica, like I said, I just feel like she's full of herself. And even though she's trying to feel like she's a little humble, but at the same time, I'm still like, I'll pass. Natsuki, she's too much. I want to be tough, but I'm also a lover girl, like I said, for me. So I don't know. Like none of them really makes me really like, oh, I'm in love. But I do feel like the character we're playing has their mindset on Monica. He already seemed like he was interested in Monica. So I feel like he's going to try to lean towards her. But we'll see. When I do my poems, I'm not really aiming at anybody. I'm just picking out words that just jump out to me once I see it. So yeah, if you're wondering about my game method. But if you guys are interested in this series to see me play it some more, definitely give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. I have my subathon happening this September. So let's see if we can reach the goal of 250 subscribers by the end of this month. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye!